first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. All set for football now from snowy Wisconsin. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. To a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. On play action, now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Play action now. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. But he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Cousins from the gun on third. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. 6-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On play action, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give to Madison. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Cousins. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Again, it's Cousins. And he completes it to Westbrook. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Cousins. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Dalvin Cook turned away on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And this is back to a 5-point game. Vikings 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around. The 37.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Minnesota.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. and they're off to a fast start here.
Play fake. Cousins. Being chased out left. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here's Madison running on first down, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Cousins will try and throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
On the return, it's Taylor. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run with Madison. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On the return, it's Taylor. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 29, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Following the interception, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain, a nice little cherry on top there at the end. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Play action now. Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A check down here to Jones. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Cousins. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Cousins to throw. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Give to Cook out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Nothing easy about that one in these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And you know, I have problems with the footing just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have zero issues whatsoever.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.